Welcome to the Ron Purtee Show this week. Trace Beaulieu, one of the Mads, Dr. Clayton Forrester, is going to be here joining me in just a few moments. I'm here with the Christmas wreath of doom. What? Yes, I know I'm unlovable. Thank you very much. Coming from a wreath that never works. What are you going to do? So I do know we're all in quarantine, but spring is in the air, new love is in the air, and people are still on those apps. Dr. Fauci said, go ahead and hop on Tinder if you feel it's worth the risk. And I'm on OkCupid. Even I am succumbing to the nature's call, as it were. And I'm on OkCupid, and I keep getting matched with these women who want to go to Red Lobster. And I just want to say to OkCupid really fast here, if I could afford to take women to Red Lobster, I would be on Match.com. Match.com giving you false hope since 1995. So we have a great show, everyone. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Trace Beaulieu will be with us in just a moment, so please stick around, and we'll be right back.
Are you a horror fan? Do you like wearing your fandom on your shirt and showing the entire world? Then head over to frightrags.com and get all sorts of cool memorabilia and t-shirts to show the world that you are a true horror fan, from enamel pins to collectible cards, socks, and t-shirts with your favorite horror icons on them. Head over to frightrags.com, and when checking out, use promo code Purtee10, that's P as in Peter, URTEE 10, and save 10% on your order today.
Hey everybody, it's welcome back. It's been a long time since he's been on the program, but he's kind of like the Steve Martin of this show because he's been on so many times. And I'm referring to SNL because he's been hosted so many times. Granted, I'm the host and I'm becoming totally convoluted at this point. One of my heroes, whether he'll admit it or not, ladies and gentlemen, from all sorts of things, Trace Beaulieu. Trace, thank you so much for being here.
Hey, Ron, how you doing? You're in Racine.
I am.
Is that? Yep. I am just 8 feet from Wisconsin at the moment. So if I look out my window, maybe I can see you.
Well, maybe I'll just wait. I mean, my shirt's pretty bright, so if I wave really, really big like this, you might be able to. It's like a flare.
That's actually on the complete other side of the state, I think, right? Racine, isn't that near Milwaukee?
It's just south of Milwaukee, and we're right on the lake. So,
did you get snow?
No, but we got frost.
So well, we have frost too.
Yeah.
I was listening to Wisconsin Public Radio yesterday, and they were all worried about all the snow that they were going to get.
Oh no, not snow.
But freezing temps.
Yeah, I mean, well.
Yeah, in the teens, I guess.
Considering everything that's going on, you figure snow would be the least of their worries.
Yeah. Look, how Midwest is this? We're talking about the weather already.
Right, exactly, and that's just a big giant mess. So I got to ask you a question that's been bugging me, and I haven't gotten an answer to. I loved Movie Sign with the Mads, fantastic show.
Oh, thank you. It was fun to do.
What happened? Did it just run its course, or?
Well, during the lockdown, it wasn't safe to go to the studio, and Frank is in Manhattan, and Carolina is in Greenpoint, and that's where their studio is. But they couldn't have too many people in their studio at once, and it wasn't safe for Frank to travel on the subway. You know, he had heart surgery last year, almost around the same time. So that's why that went away.
Because you were doing it remotely for a little while, weren't you? Like you were Skyping in.
Yeah, well, actually, we would Skype, and I would talk to them on the Skype, but then I would record separately and then send that in to Carolina, and she would stitch it all together. Or someone on the West Coast would do that. I am not technically savvy, so whatever they did but yes, to answer your question, I'm answering like Trump now. I'm avoiding the question by not answering your question, but eventually I'll get around to it. Yes, to answer your question, yes, I was recording remotely.
So basically, we can blame Trump for the end of Movie Sign with the Mads.
We can. The only thing we can blame him for.
There you go. See, so fans of Movie Sign with the Mads, we have our target. Well, not a target, our causation, as it were. We now know why.
I don't know if we're coming back. I don't know if Frank and I will be back on the road as the Mads are back. We have to wait and see what happens to the world because there may not be movie theaters. I don't know, but somehow we'll be back doing something. I hope.
Did you guys ever give thought to doing like what Riff Tracks is doing, where you guys pre-record the stuff and people just download the MP3?
Well, we were going to do that, but we wanted to record with a live audience because I love the feedback. I love hearing that, a joke actually was funny, and people thought it was. So now we might have to rethink that, and in isolation, I guess we could record separately. It's just technically, I don't know how it works, and there are smart people that can do that, but I'm not one of them.
Fair enough. And I there is one joke of yours in particular.
You don't have to agree that quickly that I'm not that smart. You could give that a beat.
Okay. One of your jokes, though, in particular, always kills me, and it's no pun intended. It's the one in A Date for Kay and gunshot noise.
Yes.
I will.
That was based on like National Lampoon kind of humor. If you remember the National Lampoon Radio Hour,
I do vaguely. I was listening at the very tail end of it.
Yeah, very dark, and there was some bit that they did where there was Spike Jones would also fire a gun, but it may have been too dark for some. But I'm glad you enjoyed that.
That's whenever I go back to watch the reunion. I always watch the stuff that you and Frank did because I think that's where my sense of humor is. It's just dark enough to where it's not completely morbid, but it's also like, and you can tell they were right on stage. You could tell Frank wanted to go blue right away.
Yeah, it's dangerous territory. You never know. People come to the show because they want to. It's like the NASCAR. They want to see a crash.
Right.
So they want to see us go too far.
Well,
or maybe they don't.
Who knows? I know
we miss the audience, though. We really do. It's been so much fun. It's been 5 years. Is that enough fingers? Yes. Yeah. That Frank and I have been doing this on the road. April was our 5th anniversary.
And now Milwaukee was a big spot for you guys because you'd come through with Cinematic Titanic. And how many times did you come through with the Mads?
Once. Twice, I think.
Oh, we
played Turner Hall,
right.
And then we played another theater, blanking on the name, but a great little theater. Yeah, we love Milwaukee. I love Wisconsin. We hope to get back there.
I actually have cheese curds in my fridge right now, so.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
Doesn't it come with the refrigerator?
You'd think so.
You have an ice maker and a water dispenser and cheese curds.
It comes in handy when I want to make homemade poutine. When I'm feeling extra Canadian,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you Canadian?
I wish. Well, that's the thing. Is my last name is French Canadian, I guess. Mm-hmm. So I guess that's why I like poutine and the Trailer Park Boys and kind of feel homesick for Nova Scotia. I don't.
Yeah. Oh, the Trailer Park Boys. I love that series.
And so they have their new animated ones coming out on the 22nd. So I'm very excited.
Oh, you're kidding?
Yeah,
I've seen every episode and all the specials. I think those guys are great.
I cannot fathom how they stay in character the way they do.
They're great. They're just and now they're not doing the live action anymore, right?
End of the year they have a 10-episode web series coming out. It's like a jail series where they're in jail. So of course they're in jail. Yeah, but yeah. So that's it's funny how a lot of the people I look up to comedically speaking are all like Midwest and Canada, just like that area. It doesn't go any more southern than Chicago, and it doesn't go any more northern than the Arctic Circle.
Something about this region. I don't. Oh, another favorite Canadian show, Corner Gas.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh, it's awesome.
Okay.
Brent Butt, it's a great series. It's not as dark and blue as Trailer Park Boys. It's a nicer version of Canada.
Well, I mean, even the Trailer Park Boys are a little nice at times. I mean, Ricky may be a dickhead, but he's got a heart of gold.
You know, they all their heart is in the right place.
Well, maybe not Julian's, but but
I think they mean well.
we all do down here in the Midwest. We all mean well.
We mean well.
Yes.
We might break some things, but we mean well.
We have that. There's that Midwest nice. I forget how to explain it, but where it's not really nice. It's just kind of us being dickheads, but we come across as really nice.
Yeah, it's like it takes a while for people to go, wow, that guy was a dick.
It takes a little bit. So while we're all in quarantine and we're all locked down, have you been working on anything, developing anything?
Slowly working on stuff. But it's nice to know that everyone is in the same boat as far as like productivity, that we're all kind of in this, under this blanket of morass and inertia. So a couple of things, but I'm moving very slowly.
Yeah, I've actually resorted to going back to old Facebook posts, like in my memories, looking for jokes. So yeah, there's actually in this episode, if people go back and watch, there's my monologue joke is actually from old Facebook post about 7 years ago.
Hey, there's nothing like recycling.
Hey,
that's second use. Otherwise, you're killing sea turtles.
Exactly, and the last thing you want to do is kill a sea turtle because you didn't reuse a Facebook joke.
Exactly, it could be choking on it, and then some scuba diver will free that turtle from that joke and post it on Facebook. It's a circle. It's a full.
Quarantine aside, I've always wanted to ask you this: do you miss playing Dr. Forrester?
Well, in quarantine, I showered today, so my hair isn't sticking out. But usually, it's like sticking out like Forrester, and my eyes are dark because I'm tired. And I shaved the other day; otherwise, I'd have the mustache. But he's never far away.
He's just a few days away. Just a few.
Yes. Yeah. Let this go rancid, and then it's right back.
Because I know everybody has like characters that they have a part of them in, and how much of him was in you, or vice versa, I guess.
Oh boy. Well, I don't. My acting chops aren't really that strong, and my range is like this big, so. It was mostly me. There was no technique in there.
I mean, you're not planning to take over the world via shitty movies, so I mean that's.
No, that we found that plan didn't work. But a lot of people were entertained, and if we can take over the world by entertaining people, that'd be okay.
I'd be okay with that. I would definitely be okay with that. That's fine. That's fantastic. I know I've been watching lately, but I have scripts that I have to have in for something I'm writing, and I'm totally just not doing anything. I'm just sitting there watching old MST3K on Twitch. Have you seen that? That's on Twitch now.
I've heard of that, but it's like everywhere. It's like on Pluto and some other planets. I don't know.
Pluto's not a planet, or is it again? I don't know.
Oh, that's right. Well, I'm so old. Pluto was always a planet and will always be a planet. But yes, you're right. It was downgraded.
Yes. Well, Pluto is always right here. Pluto is always right here.
What's the other one? There's like
Shout Factory,
Comet.
Yeah, it's all over.
Is that a thing?
Well, the Twitch thing is it's 24 hours of Mystery Science Theater, and it continually goes and goes and goes and goes. And
okay.
And they play some cinematic Titanic. They play some of the film crew. It's a dream for Misties everywhere. Yeah. And but what's weird is like they have that, and then they have the Riff Tracks channel that does the same thing.
Oh,
It's like
okay, that's cool.
you're kind of fighting over the same audience at that point.
I guess so. And this is Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
This is like you're talking to an old man here. I Twitch, but I don't. I haven't watched Twitch.
You should see a doctor about that, sir.
I may be a good doctor and not an evil doctor.
Hey, there you go. There you go. It always seemed like Forrester had better intentions for Joel and the bots than Pearl did. Not much.
Same evil strain of family, but maybe it mellowed after a while.
Yep, that's very possible. That's very possible. So now you said you're developing things very, very slowly. Do you find yourself procrastinating because you just like have no set time that things need to be in at this point?
On things like that, yes. But I'm also, we've got, we raise chickens and there's all kinds of stuff to do on the property to, clearing brush and chopping wood and things like that. So there's always a distraction to keep me from doing something creative. But, and that's my excuse. I'll use that as an excuse. This quarantine, I thought I'd be getting so much done. And it's like, well, it's got to set aside so much time during the day to be pissed off. And that takes more time each day.
You hear the beeping, you check your watch. It's like, oh, it's time to go be upset.
Yeah.
Time to be
cantankerous. I haven't been angry in 2 minutes. I should go be angry.
Right, exactly. But you figure we're the Midwest. What do we have to be angry about? I just found out today that Racine is the 10th fastest growing COVID city in the country.
Oh, well, I guess that's good.
I mean, it gives me more reason to stay at home.
Hang on one second. I'm plugging my phone in here. So if this hurts... sorry.
Ow!
Alrighty there. I'm jamming it in there. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's uncomfortable.
My computer told me it's not smart enough for Skype, so I have to use my phone.
Fair enough. Now, aside from when you're on the road doing the Mads, how often do jokes change because of reaction through the course of the tour?
Each show is kind of unique, and we'll stay with jokes like the jokes you mentioned in More Dates for Kay. Those evolved over time, and some regions may not react the same way to a joke, or we might want to update them. Of course, we never do. Make them more current, or make them more obscure, which Frank is always pulling jokes out of like the 20s and 30s. Era movies, and so it changes quite a bit, which is why we say you should come to every show we do just to see the evolution of a joke. Right,
get the Grateful Dead fans to that aren't following the Dead around anymore to follow around you guys.
Yeah, now they're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that went dark.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks.
Well, I mean, at least if they follow you guys around, they might learn how to shower.
Not from us.
Well, that's a good. Well, I mean, you are kind of like living the farm life right now, so I mean that makes sense.
Yes, we often go and ask each other when's the last time we showered? Did we leave the property today? I don't remember. When's the last time we went shopping?
Yeah. So are you getting out to stores and stuff, or do you have that kind of stuff delivered?
We still go to the stores. We've got a little general store in town here that we like to patronize, keep the small businesses going. But people say, "Oh, you live in the country. Where do you get your food?" You go, "Well, we're 20 minutes from Target. So it's not like we're in the middle of Alaska."
Right, and Target delivers now, so you don't even have to worry about that kind of stuff.
I wonder if they deliver to us. I've never tried that.
It's if you go on the website, same day delivery. I've done it twice this week.
Oh,
so
cool.
I mean, I had to get paper plates. Why would I want to do dishes during quarantine?
It's a good point.
Yeah.
And then you can burn them for heat.
Thank you. Exactly. Because I have a gerbil, a very big gerbil, running right now to keep the computer going while we're recording this. So, yeah. Why should I be a sucker and pay the electric company?
If that's the lifestyle you wish to maintain, I have no, it's not my, I hands off.
That's probably for the best, because this could dive into Richard Gere jokes, and nobody wants that. So
Richard Gere,
the gerbil. Yeah.
An example of an obscure joke. Yes,
and
I know what you're talking about.
An obscure,
I didn't want to go there.
Filthy joke. So there you go.
Yeah.
We got two birds stoned at once.
We've gone from the weather to yes. We know exactly where in the Midwest we are.
Oh, we really do. We really do. Yeah. Are you keeping in touch with people that like Frank and everybody? Because I know him especially. He's got to be a real high risk case at this point, isn't he?
He's pretty healthy now. He's really changed his lifestyle, so he's pretty healthy. But you never know. But yeah, we Skype once a week, keep in touch. He and Carolina and I, and I sent an email to Mary Jo just the other day, and that's about it. That's all I've really reached out to.
She was doing some Facebook Lives for a while, but I never. Yeah. I always came at the last second. It's like, it's over. Damn it! But day late.
I can't keep a schedule, so things that have like specific times, I can't figure that out. We're all doing that. What day is this? I don't remember. And it's snowing now in May, and it's like, is it winter? Did we miss summer?
Maybe.
It's very confusing.
I mean, I kind of hope we did miss summer, that we can get the winter part of COVID done, and we don't have to. Then we can get the vaccines right away.
I hope so. Yeah. Did we jump ahead 18 months? Maybe not.
Who knows? I wore shorts outside in Wisconsin the other day, and after that, I had to put a sweatshirt on. So it's.
But we wear shorts all year round in the Midwest.
This is true,
even if it's 20 below.
And if it's like zero,
hockey shorts and yeah.
Yeah, if it's 0 degrees outside, you're usually out there. I wonder if my grill's going to take too much longer. Because that's
the other thing we do. We grill all year round.
Yeah, we don't. We, as the honey badger, doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, there you go.
Is that the Wisconsin state?
The badger,
mascot?
Yeah, the badger. I don't know about the honey badger, but I know it's the badger regardless. So it depends really, but
it is the badger.
Yeah,
Wisconsin badger.
Yeah,
because we have the gopher, which the badger is like fearsome and fighting, and the gopher just ruins your lawn.
Pretty much.
I've never, and no offense to my alma mater, but it's like, with the chipmunk taken, was hamster taken?
Well, I mean, at this case, Bill Murray might be able to be chasing after your state dressed up like a groundskeeper.
That's true. That was a gopher.
Yeah,
that was a gopher.
And he danced, so maybe put on some Kenny Loggins. The state might start dancing.
I would have to be very, very sick with the COVID to put on Kenny Loggins.
Yeah, that's almost worse than having COVID.
I got the COVID.
Sounds like a Kenny Loggins song. Now you've kind of left social media. I mean, you haven't deleted your accounts, but you've kind of gone poof. What was the reasoning behind that?
It was just taking up so much time. It's just, and I wasn't really enjoying it. Mm-hmm. I've dipped back in during this time of darkness just to see what's going on, and it just makes me angry. It just reminds me of reality too much.
Yeah.
But I can't give it up completely, because there are still people I enjoy following and seeing what they have to say, and see how angry they're getting, and also what they're not getting done. I like to keep track of other people's no productivity, or there's a word for that or something.
Schadenfreude.
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to sneeze there on you. But
That's okay.
Let me get a little bit of that off here. Yeah.
Wipe the screen off there. Something else.
Something right. Okay, I think I got it. All right, good, awesome. So, if people want to follow you on Twitter, it is at TraceBeaulieu for when you do hop on.
It's a pointless endeavor, but if you wish to follow me, yes. And Facebook is whatever Facebook is.
Yeah, it's just Facebook. Trace, it's been a blast having you on. Great to catch up.
Thanks, Ron.
And we'll have to have you back.
We got this to work.
Yes, I'm glad. This is like, okay, is it going to work? Okay, all right. Okay, fantastic. It's been a blast, and I'll have to have it back on again soon. Thanks. And everybody, we'll be right back. This episode of the Ron Purtee Show is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at audibletrial.com/Ron Show. Over 150,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player. So head over to audibletrial.com/Ron Show today. That was a whole lot of fun. Trace is always a great guest. He's been on the show almost as many times as I have, which is saying a lot. Don't forget to head over to ronhasawebsite.com. You can pick up Ron Purtee t-shirts. There's a whole bunch of them. Just click on the man with doing the thing. Thanks to Tom Campbell for that from Cultaholic. And check out Cultaholic if you're a wrestling fan. It's just been a lot of fun doing these shows, and I can't wait to do some more. And watching the audience grow and become more involved in everything is just great. And I love each and every one of you. So thanks, Burger Wolf and all the ships at sea. We'll see you next week.